Hello everybody, welcome to My Creative Time with Emma. Today we're going to be making a card for Peachy Keen Challenge number 25. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how I'm doing this on my Gypsy. Pretty much what I'm really showing you is that how you see, for example, how you get this tree. I had actually gotten this tree from the Sweethearts cartridge, because I wanted to use a tree for my card today. For this right here, I wanted to show you how, you see how it has all the little leaves and the little, I guess the actual tree area that layers on top of the tree with your actual trunk on it. I wanted to show you that if you don't want to cut out all of those little leaves all around it, what you can do is go ahead and just move it all the way up here to the left. Let me zoom in for you so you could see that. Oops. Okay, what you could do is get this part, it looks like a little cloud. Let me click on that. Okay, what you want to do is move it all the way up in the corner here to the left on your Gypsy. So when you do cut out this part, which I'm going to cut out in green today, and when you do cut out this part, it's only going to cut out 3 leaves and then 2 half of leaves. So this way you won't waste paper. That's how I was able to cut out, and it hid that part for me. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to show you on the Gypsy today. So we're going to cut out this piece in green, and this piece is going to be in chocolate chip color for the trunk. Okay, let's go ahead and get this together. Okay, here's my little tree that I had cut out for my card today. What I want to do first is I'm going to go ahead and stamp like a little wood grain on here so it can make it look like a real tree trunk. So I'm going to go ahead and use my fluid dark brown chalk ink pad, and I'm going to go ahead and just ink this stamp up. And I believe this little wood grain stamp is from Hero Arts, I believe. Yes, it is from Hero Arts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just put this right on here like this. I would stamp it the other way, but every time I do it that way, it never seems to stamp all the way completely. So if you do it, you could use your fingers like I'm doing, or you could, if you have one of those little rollers, you could go ahead and use that also. But I just want to make sure it gets perfectly on there, and there it goes. Perfect. What I want to do, so this is going to go on there just like that. So this to my little trunk here. And what I'm going to use today for my tree, I'm going to get these little oranges. Now these little oranges, I had actually kind of prepared these already because it was going to take 2 days if I was going to cut it out on camera, so I figured I'd do it already. For this, I'm using this fruit. It's the Faceless Fruits from Peachy Keen Stamps. I went ahead. Now, the one I'm using is this orange here. It has leaves on it, but I cut off the leaves purposely because I'm going to do something else with that part. And for the cute little faces, I'm using this, the Everyday Character Face Parts and More. For the actual faces, what I stamped on there. So for the project today, we needed to use like a recycled item. And I thought that this would be perfect. My dogs are always kind of messing with my little faux tree I have in my living room, and all the little leaves are on the floor. So I figured this will be perfect. Instead of me throwing them away this time, I could use them for my card. So what I'm going to do is I trimmed them off here, and I trimmed them down to be a lot smaller. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attach them to my tree, and I'm going to just kind of put them down with some glue dots just like that, so it could look like real oranges on the tree. So I'm going to go ahead and use some pop dots here to put the oranges on first. Let's go ahead and just put that right there. Put one here. And then we'll go ahead and put another one right here. And what I'm going to use to put those little leaves on, I'm going to use some glue dots. I think these will work perfect for that. There we go, right here. How cute is that? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And now what I want to do, let me move all my mess out of the way here. I'm going to attach it to this layer here. But before I do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie my string around it. Now I went ahead and I colored my string like I showed you in my last video, how to color your thread with using your Copic markers. And thanks to a sweet viewer of mine, I wasn't sure what the name of it was that I was actually using. And it landed up being crochet thread that I used. I just thought it was just plain thread, but apparently it was crochet thread. Okay, so okay, so I'm just going to wrap this around here. Okay. Okay, so let me just move this over here. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the little tree here, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment right there. And I think I will put some pop dots on the tree. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And I'm going to use this stamp set here called Signature Greetings from Papertrey Ink. And I'm going to use the one that says, So Sweet of You. Get it? Oh, which one is it? Oh, here it goes. Go ahead and use the Papertrey Ink True Black Hybrid ink to stamp this onto my card. Perfect. So Sweet of You. That came out really good. Okay, let me get this. Put this corner. Use my little corner rounder for the corners here. And I'm only going to do the corner up here. I'm not going to do the whole thing. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and get this onto my card. For this, since we did have to use orange for this challenge, so that's why I chose to put the cute little oranges on the trees. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and just do this other corner here. Alrighty. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is do some white stitching, because that was also required for the challenge this week, was to do some kind of stitching of any type on your card. It could either be with like real stitching from your sewing machine, or the way I'm about to do it right now. And I'm using my Jelly Roll white pen, and you could also get this from Peachy Keen Stamps. Okay, the stitching is done. So let me go ahead and do a little trim here on my little bow. And that's it. Just a simple card for today for this week's Peachy Keen Challenge. And I believe earlier I said it was Peachy Keen 25, but I believe it's Peachy Keen Challenge 26 this week. And also, real quick before I go, I wanted to thank everybody for complimenting my nails. My last video, I think every single person said something really sweet about my nails. I think my manicure lady did a great job this time. I told her, give me something fun, and she did. So anyways, there's a quick thanks to everybody for that. And this is our card for today. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thank you for joining my Creative Time with Emma, and I will see you back here soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.